What's happening, people? Welcome to Music Monday. Music Monday it is. And we are on the Lucky Day album, up to track 2. And the next one on deck is a tune that John Felty and I wrote in a parking lot in Tuscaloosa, Alabama, probably in like 1993. Could have been earlier than that, too, somewhere there. Just remember we played a show, we're getting ready to play a show. Maybe we'd already gotten in town early and we'd checked into the hotel. It was in the afternoon, I remember that. We're sitting out there in the parking lot with a couple guitars, and I'd had this riff for this song, Confusionville. And we didn't have a name of it then, but I showed him the music and we sat right there in the parking lot and wrote this song together. Loosely, it's just based on how difficult it is to try to have get any type of relationship going when you're getting to know each other and you're trying to figure out, do I have anything in common with this person? Is this going to work out? Can we get on the same page about anything? And how confusing that is. It's really kind of a light poppy song, kind of Allman Brothers-esque riff, and I had that. How'd that go? And then Felty doubled it, but so the whole thing kind of started out of that. So that's what we got, a cool tune today that John and I wrote. And I do remember we cut this in Johnny Sandlin's studio in Decatur, Alabama. Johnny didn't like this song. I think he thought it was too kind of Allman Brothers sounding on the lick. It's kind of a jamming tune, fun to play back then. We don't play it much anymore. I do know John, he never did like the last verse that said the motel vampire is sleeping all day. He always wanted to change that, but that's kind of what we came up with. And oddly enough, we were sitting in a motel parking lot. And that was kind of the way of being in a traveling touring rock and roll band with housekeeping beating on the door every morning. Housekeeping at 10 o'clock, running you out after getting in 2 or 3 o'clock in the morning from playing, sleep a few hours, pile in the truck, drive 500 miles and do it again. Confusionville, guitar players, one of the few that's in standard. This one's got a lot of dang turns. It's in B, first of all. So that first chord is a B, but I'm playing it, man. You gotta play like a C major 7, drop it down to like an F major 7, then slide it all the way up to 7th fret. It's that chord. That opening riff, and then it's a what is that? It's an A, but I'm playing that A like this, which is an E. It's the second chord like an Allman Brothers Melissa. That's it. So it's, and then the E. And then that lick comes in, the harmony lick. Now, guitar players, if you want to learn this one, you have to join my Patreon and get in there, because there's a lot more turns to this one. Like when the chorus line picks up, you got a whole nother turn in it. And then the bridge is a, what is that, a C sharp minor into an A, C sharp minor, and then there's an F sharp major to A and an E. So it's got a lot of chords in it. But it's a cool song, cool lead breaks in it, and that's what we got in the skillet today. I'm trying to think of anything, lyrically about, just kind of like how so many times relationships, love can be an irony or a paradox when you can't get on the same page, and that's really all it is. I do remember we re-recorded this song, shortened it, and I pitched it to Little Big Town, and they never did bite on it. Or Keith, I think I pitched it to Keith Urban too. I figured he'd like the guitar lick in it. So there's 2 versions of this floating around out there. This is the one on Lucky Day that we did at Johnny Sandlin's studio in 1995. That's when it came out. I'm trying to remember all those leads. There was a lot of them in there. I played a lot of them on this song. Anyway, like, follow, share if you've never heard it. As Paul Harvey would say. Now you know the rest of the story. You certainly do.